So I'm just going to explain this as easy as I can. YouTube has an automated system set in place that determines whether your content should be able to exist on the internet or not. This system is broken, but it's also ridiculous to think that YouTube staff can gauge what content should exist on the platform with how much content is uploaded daily. So YouTube has community guidelines, and if you don't follow the community guidelines, you get a community guideline strike. So if you get one of these community guideline strikes, you have the choice to appeal it. And if you appeal it, it says that it will go under manual review. Last time I checked, that means it will be reviewed by a human. The problem with the last strike we got is that it was a strike on a video that we uploaded in 2012. The reason for the strike was child safety because it featured myself and some of my friends doing stunts and hurting ourselves in a fail compilation. But the thing is there's probably over 1 million other YouTube channels that upload similar content to the type of content that I got a strike for. Any channel with someone who rides scooters, BMX, skateboards, surfing, parkour, trampolines, the list could go on forever, could be considered content that is not abide by the child safety rules on YouTube. Like, what about these compilations? The real problem with YouTube's community guidelines is that they aren't clear. We don't really know where the line is drawn. In our case, for the strike that we got, I personally feel like it wasn't anything that bad. It was us getting hurt while skateboarding, skimboarding, on trampolines, etc. We weren't going out of our way to hurt ourselves in this video. We were just young, hung daredevils just trying to have fun. But the strikes don't go away for 6 months. So when we got our second strike, which is actually more like our 8th strike over the last 6 years, our safest bet was to privatize all of our videos. I luckily have a studio that I'm signed with, and I have some friends that have direct connections to YouTube that reached out to try to get this resolved. But this has been an ongoing problem for quite some time now. Markiplier and Moist Critical actually made videos because they had videos that were taken down in the past due to violent content, even though the video that was deemed violent content was staged. The link to that video is in the description if you guys want to check that out. The issue in their case was thankfully resolved, but I don't have a voice that's quite as loud as theirs. So if you want to like this video, drop a comment on it. Help the algorithm to favor this so that maybe it goes viral, so that maybe we can get this figured out and maybe stop it from happening to us in the future. Because the thing that really sucks about community guideline strikes is once you get one, you are not permitted to live stream on YouTube for 6 months. And we've had some really, really awesome ideas for live streams, and I really just want to hang out with you guys and maybe live stream while I'm editing and maybe just talk to you guys so that I can come up with more ideas for content and just get your guys' opinion on everything that we do. And I haven't been able to live stream on YouTube for about 2 years because it seems like every single time a strike goes away, boom, another one pops up. So when one of the 2 strikes that were standing on our channel went away, I was able to upload again. I changed all our videos from private to public. The only problem there was I had a lot of videos that were never actually public. So it seemed like 8 of our videos at one time all got uploaded, which wasn't my intention at all. Now, I can say a lot of negative things about YouTube, but that's not what we stand for. We always like to look at the positive side of anything. Even when something goes terribly wrong in a video or in real life, you just kind of have to take that as a lesson learned. You grow, you learn, you adapt, you move on. It's very dangerous to dwell on anything that affects you negatively. It's best to just learn from it and look forward. Now, YouTube is our home. It is the platform that gave us our voice. It gave us this life. And I truly love YouTube so much. It allows you to be who you want, to do what you want in most cases. It changed the film industry forever, it changed TV forever, and it changed Hollywood forever. And when I started YouTube, there weren't any famous YouTubers. There weren't social media influencers at all. There weren't people going from the internet to movies or into TV. It was kind of just like a lockdown industry that was really hard to break into. It wasn't even a thought. Hollywood and the corporate film and commercial TV industry kind of controlled everything. TV and movies were the industry standard of content that people consumed for a very long time. I remember back in 2007, 2008, if you had 10,000 subscribers, I considered you famous. I actually watched YouTube for a couple years before I uploaded my first video. You ready for these names? I used to watch Nigahiga, Kev Jumba, Smosh, Appalled TV, The Boring Dispatcher, Boogie, Shane Dawson, Jenna Marbles, Dax Flame, Lonely Girl 15, Marble Hornets, What the Buck, Ray William Johnson. I never liked Fred, but I do remember Fred becoming #1 on YouTube for a while. And all these people's lives were completely changed by YouTube. it was such a beautiful place. It was like being a part of an exclusive club, not like today when everyone and their mom watches YouTube. And don't get me wrong, it's amazing that all these people are using YouTube and are consuming content, but just like anything, the more people that use it, the more popular it becomes, the more money that gets made, the more rules that get enforced, and the more censorship that happens. All I really have to say is, even if our YouTube channel was gone tomorrow or something absolutely terrible happened that prevented us from making YouTube videos, we would not stop, because you cannot take away our passion to create content, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on Instagram, whether it's on our own website, whether it's a movie, whether it's a Netflix special. This is what I enjoy, this is what I'm passionate about, and this is something that I'm never going to stop doing. In this industry, at least in my opinion, in order to succeed, you have to be willing to just be yourself. And something I've stood by since the beginning is, if you find joy in something, other people will enjoy it too. You just have to believe in it with every piece of everything that you are. And you have to just know in your head that what you want to achieve is possible, and just take steps every day to make it happen. And if you don't think that you can do it, and if you don't think that you can be great, maybe you should spend some time convincing yourself that you can, or just learning and growing and sharpening your skills in whatever skill set you choose. Has to happen in here before it can happen out there. And that is like the story of our whole YouTube channel. At the very beginning, when we were making videos, I was watching all the top content creators on the platform, and I was like, I feel like I can compete with these people. I feel like I can make content that is meaningful enough to others to where I can become one of the biggest YouTubers out there. And I've kept that mentality from 2007 until now, and if it weren't for that, I don't think that I would be where I am, because I believed in it, I knew it was possible, and I watched it happen before my eyes just because I was willing to work for it, and I was willing to believe in myself. And that's the best advice that I could probably ever give to any of you guys if you want to pursue social media in any capacity. I saw it so clearly when I was young. I saw YouTube painting a path for the rest of my life. I always saw it as a stepping stone for something much bigger. I would like to continue making YouTube videos for the rest of my life, but I also know that I'm probably going to move on to some other projects, all of which will consist of creating content that will be viewable to all of you guys. And I have all of you guys to thank as well. I would be nothing without your guys' support. We would be nothing without our fans, without the people that inspire us and push us to continue making content. I'm forever grateful for all of you, and I'm forever in debt to all of you. And I want to just keep making content that you guys enjoy. Said it a million times. I will say it a million times more. Thank you guys so much. I cannot sincerely thank you guys enough for all the support that you've given us. I don't know what the future holds for now, because we are able to create content. I'm going to continue uploading content. I really want to urge you guys to follow me on Instagram, because if something crazy ever happens on YouTube, that is the #1 outlet where I give you guys updates. Also, it'd be cool to hit 1 million subscribers on Instagram someday. Just know that the best is yet to come. We have some absolutely insane ideas. We've still been working on a prank for like the last 6 months, probably the last year. I don't even know how long it's been. I've lost track. I'll get to all of that when we prank the entire United States again. But thank you guys so much. I just had to film this update to let you guys know what's been going on, because it's been a crazy couple of weeks. I actually had to step away from making content for a little bit because my grandfather passed away, so I went to California for his memorial, and now we're back. And he was a huge fan of the channel. He watched our videos all the time, so I'm gonna keep making videos and keep doing what we do. And thank you guys for your support again. I can't thank you enough.